Chat. What's good, guys? What's good? What's good? What's good? How we all doing? Let me know, please, if you can hear me all right. If the music's too loud, if my mic volume is all right, please let me know. But yes, sir, let's go. How we doing? We got some good stuff coming. Wow. So, as you guys know, we had some CPI, how long ago? About 30 minutes ago. Markets went kind of bonkers. So, we'll go through some stuff, see if we can find anything today. I'm not too sure if we will. I usually don't trade too much on big news days, but nonetheless, we'll still take a look. This guy's handsome. Tyler's in here. Tyler's going to be on the stream on Thursday, boys. What a solid dude. Cool. Hope you guys are doing well. So this is the first live trading stream. Man, I'm pumped. We got some good stuff coming. So, of course, look to my, where is this, my left? We got all of our gangster sponsors here. Fund Index, TradeZilla, Apex. All thanks to these guys. This wouldn't be possible without them. Cool. So let's hop right into some charts here. All right. So obviously this is my first stream with the gang. I just want to make sure everything's working properly. Can you guys see my screen? Hear me all right? Let me know now, please. Cool. All right. Let's look at some charts. So, as you guys know, maybe from socials or not, it depends. I only look at these three pairs right now. Well, three pairs, three assets: NQ, YM, gold. So, of course, we had CPI, right? 30 minutes ago, and indices moving quite bullish. So, looking at NQ. Honestly, I am still bullish on NQ. However, and I'm bullish to this high right now. All right, so 23,845 is where I want to see price heading to overall. However, we just went long off the back of CPI here. Okay, and if you look at PDL, we've left a lot of liquidity below these lows. All right, great fake out on NQ. Could be. Overall, I'm bullish. So... wait, sorry guys. Let me, I'm getting some messages over here from the team. I'm getting in trouble because my cam isn't centered. So, let's fix this now so we don't look like an idiot for the rest of the stream. Let me fix this. I'm getting in trouble right now. 1 second, guys. All right, I think we're good now. I'm gonna stop getting in trouble. Cool. All right, so someone said, yeah, fake out. Shakir, you said fake out. Could be. However, I'm bullish to this high here, 23,845. However, since we've just had this bullish move to the upside, I'm not really interested in taking any longs right now. Okay, it's one of those things where if you continue to look for longs in these situations, it's more of just a FOMO kind of play right now. It could short. But it's not with my style. Unless something super clean comes along, I probably won't be taking any shorts on NQ. Again, if I want to look to long this thing, I'm gonna need to see price below PDL, at the least. I love clean charts, always. I just plot a couple lines here and there. I have my indicator on that marks up my weekly and daily highs and lows. But yeah, just simplicity is the best for me. Great fake out. What's your indicator, sir? Yeah, so this is just a private one right now. I might post it public in the future, but yeah, it's just one that I had developed and made for me. Basically, it's nothing too crazy. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Just marks out my previous week and previous daily. Also does like 4-hour and London highs and lows and stuff like that. I just got that turned off right now. Will be a great session, yes, sir. We're gonna have a lot of good sessions going forward. Come on, take some W's together, some L's together. That's the name of the game. But yeah, looking back at NQ, again, we traded above now daily high and weekly high, but still respecting this high to left, which is important, okay? Because this allows me to still look for buys, basically, right? And that's with my bias right now. So again, in order for me to take longs on NQ right now, I'm gonna need to see price below these lows probably. All right, because that's the only draw on liquidity I see right now. All right, and this is simple stuff for me right here. You can see we've taken out highs consecutively, respected the lows a bunch, and then just went to the upside. Okay, so that tells me we have liquidity below lows. Honestly, it's just very straightforward, right? Hello, Chinese Fresh. Are there any more giveaways today? I'm not 100% sure. I'll wait to see what the team says to me. But I want to make sure. Sorry, I don't want to keep moving out of frame here. Yeah, I'll see what the team says. I'm not sure if we do have giveaways or not. Maybe. Missed yesterday live, but today I'm here. Yesterday's live was definitely solid. Riz hopped on a Q&A with Lance, Umar, and Mr. Market Wizard. So yesterday was a solid stream. I watched the whole stream actually, but you guys need to go tap in if you haven't watched that yet. What's your indicator? Yeah, so it's just a private one right now, guys. I'll show you on the left. It's just titled my name. There's a data high sweep as well at Marco. Yeah, so we swept PDL. We might see the data lows. Guys, remember to like the live stream. Yes, sir. Thank you. Oh, wait, I hope that's a sir. It's Emily, so maybe it's a miss. Sorry. Jade was there. I saw that on repeat. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. Mr. Kyle hopped in for a little surprise. What a G. Looking forward to the analysis. A simple question first. Buy or sell? Haha. Listen, I'm not Mr. Fortune teller, but I'll try my best here and there. We'll see what we can do. So again, NQ below these lows is what I'm looking at right now. Let's hop over to YM. Okay, YM, interesting spot. Let's look at the higher time frames. Always start off on the higher here for myself. Monthly, interesting spot. Bear in mind that the left-hand side, guys, is going to be a little cut off, unfortunately, because I'm on the contracts, right? So September, which the previous price action won't show up. So it's a little bit ugly sometimes, so bear with me. But if you look, what is it? August 12th right now? We've spiked below July low. Okay? Tapping into this whole imbalance here. I would not be surprised if we see a higher time frame move back up shortly. Okay, it doesn't have to happen this month. Maybe September we see a big bullish candle up. But I'm going to keep my eye on YM for sure. Looking for the analysis. Simple question. Sorry, I got to keep up with the chat. I'm a little new with following chat along this quickly. Sir Marco, are you doing to be streaming consistently in Chart Fanatics? Yes, sir. I'm going to be on every Tuesday and Thursday. But this week, because Tyler's at a wedding and he doesn't care about us, I'm taking on the stream Tuesday and Wednesday. I'm just kidding. I'll love the brother Tyler. Give me a signal now. I'll full port. Stop, bro. Stop. Glad to hear you, Marco. Your video was sick. Thanks for sharing. I'm glad to hear you guys enjoyed that. Yeah, that was a sick video we recorded with Riz out in Miami. But yeah, we'll see if we can ever record like a part 2 in the future. It was a good time. But yeah, going back into YM. So I plotted on monthly low here, tapping into this imbalance. All right. Okay, and I've been kind of talking to this with some people in the past. I don't really like how we've left this low. It's not the most ideal situation for me, so I've kind of been a little bit wary of that for the higher time frame move at least. However, I still remain bullish as of right now, okay? And the reason being, we've had this rapid sell-off to the downside, okay? This was coming off the back of the end of July, okay? So clearing anybody buying above these lows. After that, price came into these areas up here. Let's mark this all out. Okay, so tapping into these areas on the left-hand side, and look, same thing occurs. Right? Price comes down and traps anybody buying above those lows. So I'm looking for a move back up possibly. I'm not loving this whole delivery right now, unfortunately. Emily is a male. I am a male, and yes. Okay, sorry. My bad. Haha, Tyler goes fishing. You look down to earth, man. I appreciate it, bro. Your name is Humble One, so you're down to earth as well, I'm assuming. Tyler, make it a double port. YM, mark your calendars, Marco and China. Yeah. Is US 30 YM? Yes, sir. YM is US 30. You can see on the top left here, Dow Jones. So if you're trading US 30, it should say Dow Jones up there too. Chat, would you want to see me and Marco stream together? Oh man, we gotta plan that out for the future. Marco, how do you get a bias? Liquidity. So you'll learn the more and more I stream, I'm sure. But you'll see that I just use liquidity for my bias. So if I don't see any liquidity on the chart, then I don't have a bias right now. So simple as that. On more of an intraday perspective on YM, okay, yesterday you can see same thing basically with what's gone up here. Okay, so I never will look for sells in these kind of areas. However, the market gives that sell. Okay, these are not moves I'm typically in, and that's fine. That's just my edge. All right, I allow these moves to happen. And then you can see again, the market comes up and taps into this high. Okay, somewhere in this imbalance here, which is fine. Doesn't have to be bang on. And then again, another sell-off. Okay, taking out some internal right here. So that leaves me with a possible maybe continuation up to PDH, possibly PWH. All these abbreviations. So previous daily high and then maybe previous weekly high. But again, yeah, I mean, there's possibility for a big higher time frame move on YM. So my eyes are on the higher time frames right now. Again, I'm just staying wary. I don't really like how we left this low. It's a little bit sus to me. Yes, sir. Mark, we'll always look forward to enjoying the analysis. You're the best, sir? No, you're the best. You're the best. Okay, cool. So that's basically on YM right now. Intraday wise, okay, so CPI, obviously, look at the size of this candle. This 8 a.m. candle goes long. I'm gonna need to see more price action, unfortunately, to see what goes on. It's looking like maybe a no trade day for me, but I still want to see what stock open does, what 10 a.m. does. I usually like to look at what price does around 10 a.m. It's just these are yeah, interesting times for me. Times I usually take trades around. So again, 8 a.m. candle comes in very, very bullish. Most likely going to see a slower 9 a.m. candle here. Maybe print a low, okay, and then have this imbalance set. So most likely on both indices, NQ and YM, I'm going to be chilling for this hour from 9 to 10, and then we'll look to see what 10 a.m. does. It's a biggie candle. Dude, it was a big candle. It was a big candle. You're looking at 320 ticks off the back of CPI. Hyder, by the way, guys, I'm going to be butchering names left, right, and center, so I apologize in advance. But Hyder says, if the price goes sideways after taking liquidity, then what does it mean logically as per your system? If price goes sideways after taking liquidity, I don't know. It sounds like maybe it's building up again. So I'm assuming maybe you're talking about if I have a level of liquidity built up like this. Are you just talking about if price comes up and then goes sideways like this? It's probably just building more. That's basically it. Nothing too crazy there. It's a biggie candle. Yes, sir. Your playbreaks are a great initiative. Oh yeah, at Riz. CPI news today. Is it one up? We are really appreciative. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. What pair are you looking at? Not trading anything as of now, but we're keeping an eye on all three pairs. I always trade NQ, YM, and gold. By the way, guys, I'm always looking at my right monitor to see chat, which is facing the other way of my mic. Can you guys still hear me fine? Let me know. If I have to up my volumes or anything, just let me know, please. Did Emily receive his giveaway? Just asking. I hope. I have no idea. I'm not in charge of the giveaways, bro, so I'm not too sure. Hey, Marco, could you go over GU or EUPA? You know what? Yeah. I'm not really looking to trade anything right now. We'll take a look at gold as well. Yeah, nothing too interesting right now. This thing could continue off to the lows. Okay, we have equals down here I'm interested in looking at. But yeah, price can definitely come for these lows right now, which it looks like it's going to do. So, in my opinion, if you do see reactions at this low down here, it's hard to say. It's hard to say on gold right now. And the reason being, we've taken all these lows on the left-hand side. You could see a bigger bullish move up. So, we'll wait to see what happens on gold as well. We can hear you, sir. Good news. Okay, so let's take a look at EU and GU as per a request. I haven't looked at FX too much, but we'll still take a look, okay? Let's go to the monthly, since we just had a new monthly candle not too long ago. Okay, similar to what we just looked at on YM-ish. August below July. Okay. And now if you look, that this whole bearish month we just had in July, where did that come off of? This. Okay. So what does that tell me? It tells me that we've now built liquidity at this high. So this is going to be a future target. Okay. Sooner or later. Doesn't have to be right now, but I'm just saying that this is going to be definitely a future target. Thanks, Marco, for all that you do. I was blind, now I see. Let's go. Appreciate you, Mike. Many thanks for the team for putting this together. Yeah, the GOATs. Chart Fanatics to the moon, man. They got a lot of things planned, so stay tuned, guys. There's going to be a lot of good things. So I DM'd you on IG, but I haven't received the response. Yeah, I'm sure they're going to get back to you. Yeah, just stay patient, guys, with the giveaways. I'll keep you guys updated on my side as well. Yeah, I'll let you guys know on my side if I hear anything. I wasn't picked for the prop firm trading giveaway, but I was praying for. However, I am optimistic and being lucky for today. Yeah, I'll keep you guys updated on the giveaways. I'm not too sure as of now. But yeah, let's go back to EU. So, monthly low. This looks weird on this time frame now. I'm assuming. Okay, there it is. Monthly low was taken there. Okay, and if I open this up, so the thing is, and I'll show you guys a little trick right now, is you can see we've, like, for example, this week here, we traded below that low, and this high is intact. So possibly this is going to be a draw on liquidity in the future. However, that's not just the main reason why you'd want to buy, obviously, right? I need to open up this price action. Okay, that's why I always go down to the lower time frames and try to open up PA, make more sense of it. But then I can use that as a confluence. Okay, and what can I see here? I see good things, to be honest. All right, so end of July, I'm assuming, or through the mid to end July, we have this bullish move on EU. Okay, so you can see here we've grabbed some internal to the left, and then we've had this not random, but a decently big up bullish move, taking out highs here, here, here. After that, look how that induces buyers. All right, what do I mean by that? People are going to look at that as a BOS, market structure shift. All right, and people are going to be buying these imbalances. Okay, look how it even gives reactions here. These are never going to be areas I'm trading from. After this high goes, buys are off the table for me. I'm going to want to see price below this low, which ends up happening. Okay, so we'll mark up this chart here. Lows taken from the left. Buyers trapped. Sorry, again, I got to keep up with this chat. My bad. Has already provided life-changing for me and my trading. God bless. Love to hear that. I am a man from Africa and Nigeria specifically. I want to see macros on a daily bias at this time. Thanks, Mark. I find your playbook super helpful. I appreciate it. Let's go. What a legend. Look who's in here. The boss. Words of wisdom. Let's go, brother. But yeah, back to EU. So, big sell-off to the downside. All right. Why is this important? This is the question you need to be asking yourself. We've taken out this low. Okay. Again, retail or just natural human emotion. People are going to view this as a structure shift and look for trading these imbalances, these order blocks on the way back up. And that's why we have short-term bearish moves. Okay, here. This is just inducing sellers. Overall, I'm bullish on Euro. Okay. If we can take a look at this on the hourly right now. Yeah, this is nice to the lows as well. You can see we've grabbed all these lows. This is nice. And I'll tell you why we grabbed these as well. If I open up this PA on the 1 hour, look what happens here, guys. We've taken out this high, which induces buyers. All right. And then look what price does. Respects the lows. So since we've respected the lows here and went long, simple. We're now going to have liquidity below those lows. And if I just put a line here, look to the right, look how we've grabbed all that, and now we're going long on the higher time frames. Thanks, Mark. I'm understanding lesson. Appreciate it. Welcome, Riz. Yes, boss Riz. Riz says, listen carefully to this legend and his way of trading. Brother, I appreciate you. I'm bullish too. All right, Riz called it. If Riz is bullish, we're bullish, guys. Best time to go bearish when everyone is bullish. In my opinion, everyone's going to be bearish right now. But hey, I could be wrong. Do I trade crypto? I was in Ethereum, and I actually I closed out a spot bag I had for almost 80%. To be honest with you, I wanted to hold more, but I just took my money out. I do trade. That was actually my first ever trade on crypto. And yeah, it went well. We'll go over actually the Ethereum chart after, because I've been screaming longs ever since we went below 2K, and now we're at 44, which is crazy. But yeah, look at Riz says. All my DMs say everyone's bearish. There you go. But yeah, looking at Euro, guys, look at this. Same shit over and over, right? So we sell off, taking out lows. That is viewed as like momentum, okay? Anybody looking along, they're just going to wait for a pullback, and they're going to be shorting these areas. So, previous weekly high, liquidity. Done. Easy. Look what happens here. Take out a high, come back down to all these lows. Look at this. And then we trap all them. So I am bullish on Euro right now, for sure. You can mark this out. And then it even grabs the internal on the left, which is nice to see. So long-term target, well, actually, we'll look at more. This is like intra-week targets. We're looking at PDH and previous daily high, previous weekly high. I understand what you're saying, but which candle give us entry? I'm not sure what you mean, bro. It's not just a candle. I'm from India, and I always watch your videos. I love it. All love to India. Let's go. The India brothers and sisters. Most welcome, Rizm. That's brother Rizm here. I've been bearish, and I've been caught out twice. Thanks for your insight, Marco. No worries. I'm from India, and I always watch your videos. That was a duplicate message, and you said that for the third time now. Okay. Sir, how about the BTC trade at the bottom? We'll go over some crypto in a second. We're bullish short on Euro USD. I am not shorting Euro USD. Even if it does, let's just say, hypothetically speaking, it shorts below PDL. It's not a short. I want to be involved. Let's just say it does this. Look. And then goes long. From this high to this low, I'm not trading. Okay, this is, again, it's just not with my system. And it's not a move I want to be involved in. I think market missed my buy limit. Let's see, Riz. Yeah, that's tough. I'm not gonna lie, this delivery is entry-wise not my favorite right now. This thing could come back down to the lows because this big CPI move, all right, induces buyers. So I wouldn't be surprised if we come down, spike the lows, then go maybe. However, I am bullish on the higher time frames. I just don't see anything too lovely right now. The thing is, guys, just like the higher time frames, it translates all the way down to the lower. So if I'm looking at this thing right now and I want to try and look for entries on Euro, look at this 8 a.m. candle. Okay, big move. Like we're looking at, and this is big for Euro. This is a 55 pip move on Euro. What am I going to want to see? I need to see a buildup of liquidity again, because if I just open up the lower time frames, I don't see anything. All I see is a big move up, right? And now the 1 minute is sort of developing now, but still, there's nothing interesting yet. Be sure to smash that like button. Yes, sir. Everybody in here right now, you got to show some love. Smash that like button. You're amazing. Your single video helped me a lot. Really excited to trade with you twice a week and learn more. That's much appreciated. Josh Tails, I appreciate you. And that's good news. Doesn't matter, Riz. We can still put a buy limit again. Bye. What else do you trade, sir? So I just trade NQYM and gold right now. I came from Forex. That candle is a magnet. Which Tyler are you talking about? Euro? Or are you talking about futures? But yeah, I came from Forex, guys. So this is the first year of me trading futures. I got into futures in the springtime, and yeah, I can easily say that I like futures more than Forex for sure. But we'll see. I kind of want to dip my toes back into Forex and open up some like swing accounts so I can hold over the course of a couple days, because that's what I used to do. When I traded Forex, I was holding trades for a couple days at a time, sometimes even a week. Now it's a big translation going into futures. Now I can't hold the trade throughout, like after the session, right? Mark and close, you gotta flatten everything. So it's been a bit of a change for me, because now I'm basically just intraday slash scalper, so I've had to adjust here and there. But I do enjoy it more for sure. Chart Fanatics on top, Chart Fanatics to the moon. Can't wait to see what Chart Fanatics has in store. Hey Marco, if you trade on the 5-minute chart, do you personally have to see your confirmation method on the higher time frames first? This is a must for me, guys. Always look to trade from your higher time frames to the lower time frames. And listen, everybody talks about start at the higher time frames, but there's a reason for that. Okay, if you don't have a bias from the higher time frames, then you're basically just predicting shit. And the thing is, if you're looking for an entry model, a pattern of some sort on the lower time frames, it'll get disrespected over and over and over if your higher time frame isn't correct. Okay, and the problem with that is if your higher time frame, if you're not sure about your higher time frame, you shouldn't be trading at all. Okay, if you don't have a bias, a good sense of direction per your system, per your strategy, then you shouldn't be on the lower time frames. So I'm guilty of this in the past as well. But if you guys ever hop on the charts in the morning and you're looking at like the hourly, the 4-hour, even if you started from the daily and you're working your way down, and you guys are like, I mean, I don't know where this thing can go right now, but you still go into the 15-minute and the 5-minute and maybe the 1-minute, big mistake. Because all you're going to do is set yourself up to take entries when you shouldn't have been trading in the first place. To the moon? Yes, sir. To the... I don't know if I can swear. Can I swear, Riz? Am I going to get in trouble? Riz to the moon. I'm watching from Afghanistan. All love to Afghanistan. Let's go. Love from India. All love. Bangladesh. Marco, brother Falak says, Marco, full port NQ in 4 minutes. This guy wants me to full port right at stock open. Please show how do you approach a gold chart. I approach every chart the exact same. Actually, I lied. That's a lie. I'm sorry. NQ and YM, I typically only trade after stock open. But any other chart, I approach the exact same. Bless out, Marco. What days are you going to be on? I'm on every Tuesday and Thursday. 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. for the most part. I'm pretty sure it's 2 hours. And if we don't have any good trades, we'll always have a good time together anyways. Sometimes the market's going to be shit. It is what it is. So we'll go over, we'll chat, talk about trading, all the good stuff. So let's see what's going on here. We got stock open in 2.5 minutes. Okay, YM, look at this, respecting the highs. So I'm interested to see what happens here. Just give me a second here, guys. Cool, but yeah, we are respecting the highs on YM. NQ above highs. So in this example here, if I wanted to take a long on an indice, I would not touch NQ. Reason being is because we're trading above highs now, and per my system, this is not allowed to be taking any longs anymore, and that's fine. Because sometimes price will still go long, okay? And again, just like I was speaking about, what was that on Euro? If this buy occurs, again, it's just not a move my system allows me to be in, and again, that's completely fine. My strategy involves taking trades on Monday, averaging 35 trades annually as a beginner. I struggle with emotional urge to trade, even when my strategy is against. Struggling with emotions at the beginning, especially if you're a beginner, is completely normal. My best advice would be identify your strengths and weaknesses and just work on them. Play to your strengths, work on your weaknesses. Been watching your videos for years. I appreciate you, Angela. Watching from Nigeria. All love to Nigeria. Hey, Marco, how would you name your strategy? Honestly, there's no name. There's nothing to spice it up. I just trade liquidity. That's it. And it's not the best strategy. It's not the worst strategy. I just trade liquidity. That's it. The first time I listened to you was on Chart Fanatics video, and here I am now still following along. All love. I appreciate you, humble one. How well does liquidity perspective play out in crypto as compared to Forex? Honestly, from what I've seen, I'm not highly experienced in crypto, but from what I've seen, it works the exact same. We'll look at an ETH chart right now. If you guys go on my Twitter, you can see that I've been calling this long, literally right up to 4,100 for a while now. And yeah, we bottomed out here, and I'll show you why. I'll show you why I wanted a long, to be honest with you. Look at this, okay? We trade above these highs. And you guys will start noticing a pattern here the more and more I talk about these charts. But we spiked above these highs, which induces buyers. Okay, so where are people going to want to buy from? In these regions in here, in these imbalances over here. So I understand that, which tells me I want to be buying below. Okay, that's just how the market operates, in my opinion. I want to be trading after buyers have been taken out. So anybody looking along was above this high, or sorry, above this low. I'm waiting for people to get trapped. Actually runs for all of this internal, and the reason why, and if you guys watch Chart Fanatics, you'll see, look at where it respected at the very bottom, this region here. Why? Because if you look at this price action here, spiked out this low, which tells me there's no liquidity below this low right now. So it respects it. I'm not in the business to catch bottoms like this, but cool, to see it in hindsight, that's fine. And then again, you'll look on the daily time frame now, same shit, guys. Look at this. Price respects, and I'll draw an actual line here so it's a little bit cleaner. But price respects all these highs. All right, so this induces sellers here at this black line, and then we get that false sell-off to the downside. Boom, these are buys back up. Just like this whole move was here. Same shit. All right, same shit, different time frame. But yeah, ETH longs have been beautiful. So there was delicious buys, and yes, sir, that was delicious down there. And then same shit over here. Look at this. This is on the 4 hour / 1 hour. You can use either time frame here. But look, price trades above. Oops. Price trades above this high, above, and then below the lows. Buy. Okay, so same shit. And then what are we targeting? Look at that. Liquidity to liquidity. Nice and simple. Don't need to overcomplicate anything. And then if you look up at the highs here, look, we wanted price to trade above this. So look at price does. Induces higher. Induces lower. Buy. Boom, boom, boom. Sorry, let me catch up on this. Marco, I'm confused sometimes in top-down analysis. Give me time. If I sat down here for an hour and just talked about my strategy, you'll still be confused, but just bear with me for the time being. I'm going to try my best. Let's go with Chart Fanatics on top, bro. Chart Fanatics to the moon, man. Come on. You guys know this already. Cool. So stock open actually just happened. I'm falling behind over here. Again, though, I'm probably most likely not interested in taking anything until this candle closes here. So we still got about 28 more minutes. YM, same thing. Gold respecting lows, which is kind of to be expected. I'm not going to lie. I'm very interested to see what gold does. The thing about this asset right now is, man, it's in a weird spot. Okay, because, and it's pissing me off kind of. Because look at the CFD chart here. All right. And then look, if I pull up the futures chart, there's a big difference here. Okay. Well, look at this massive spike we had that one day. I believe it was last week. It was like on a market open. So both charts are really different right now. I'm trying to not let that influence my bias and stuff, but we'll see. I'm kind of sidelined a little bit on gold right now. I don't want to really dip my toes into it. Okay, let me catch up on chat. Good morning from Texas. I'll love the Texas. I need to be traveling. I want to go to Texas. But if futures, I'm unclear about the specific entry rules yet, sir. Yeah, just if you want to trade futures, you just have to do your research, right? Look at all the rules, test it out, see what you like, see what you don't like. I've just got your program. I've learned so much from you already. Much love. I appreciate it. Will we have any live trades? I'm going to be taking, listen, whatever trades I take Tuesdays and Thursdays will be on live stream, right? It's not to say I'm going to be trading every single Tuesday and Thursday. If there's an opportunity, hey, there's an opportunity and we'll take that trade together, right? But just know I will only be taking trades when my system is in play, right? I'm not going to be taking trades just for entertainment here and blowing up my balance. Brother Mike is in here. Everybody show love to Mike Levels. That's my brother down in the States. I got to go see him again. But yeah, gold going long right now. Okay, so stock opens come in. Excuse me. We're getting a long up right now. If price can stay below PDH, I like it. Okay, but price needs to stay below. So I'm talking about something like this. If we can get a move up, all right, and then a move down, maybe we can start looking for longs. All right. only way I can see price for us taking an entry right now, unfortunately. So we'll have to see what happens on YM. But as soon as this high goes, just like NQ, right? Same shit. Buys are going to be off the cards for me. And again, that's per my edge and system. It is what it is. Not a good day for gold today, though. We'll see. We'll still got lots of time. It's only 9:35. Gold typically, I mean, at least till London close. New York lunch is tradable. After that, I wouldn't touch gold in the PM session, at least for myself. Great breakdowns, brother. Much love, Mike. Appreciate you, brother. Always. Clean strategy. Appreciate you. Welcome, brother. Brother Mike. Yes, sir. That's brother Mike. Morning, y'all. Had to tune in, man. Marco was the GOAT, bro. I appreciate you. Let's go. What's good, Tyler? Tyler's in here, too. Yo, Tyler, send us some signals. What's good right now? Your bro is a legend, as you are, I'm sure. Sir, are you going to be discussing past trades? Hoping. Maybe in the future. We'll see. Nuno. Brother Nuno is in here, too. The GOAT in the house. Appreciate you, Nuno, always. Sir, are you going to be discussing past trades? Yeah, I already read that. I am. I'm going to sell from 33.54. How much could gold drop? Good question. How much can gold drop? So, hey man, on the future side, this thing can drop for sure. We've taken out those highs. Taking out this high. We'll mark that. All right. Coming off the back of that, this was clean too. If you look at the higher time frames, look. So again, we have build up a liquidity here. This is untradeable price action for me, by the way. Okay, so this is the importance of patience. This is not tradable per my system, and that's fine. Okay, because this is a buildup of liquidity. I only trade when people are getting trapped, and that's just my edge in the market, right? I'm only trading when I view moves to be like a liquidity run, a liquidity raid, whatever you want to call it. Love from Kenya. Appreciate you, bro. But yeah, gold can continue down, man. Like, it's possible. It's just these two chart situations are tricky right now for me. Going short on gold. Yeah, it could. Nothing I like too much right now. It could short, but nothing I want to be involved in. On average, how many hours will this live stream be? Typically, I believe 9 to 11 a.m. I think that's pretty strict. We're gonna stick to 9 to 11 a.m. And that's basically because after 11 a.m., guys, for myself at least, I'm not really interested in trading PM session. I kind of tested it in the past, but I'm not looking to trade it. So 9 to 11 a.m. is my trading hours, so that's what we're gonna stick to. YM coming up to PDH right now, so we'll keep an eye on YM for now. Again, I want to see this 1 hour candle close. If we can somehow get that low ran, maybe we'll see some longs. Brother, I'm also from Bangladesh. Welcome to the stream. Much love, bro. If you were long on USD, will you hold? I'm gonna assume you're in a long right now, and it's coming back to your entry, and you want to know if I can help you. If I was in a long right now, I would manage my position. Meaning I would most likely take some risk off, roll my stop possibly, because I don't like this delivery right now. It's hard for me to say, man, because I would not be in a long right now in Euro. So I hope that could answer your question. And the reason being right now as well, guys, is if I can pull up, hopefully you guys can see it on your side here. Yeah, you can. Cool. USD CPI. All right. So of course we had CPI today, which means I will never, ever, ever take a trade before 8:30 on CPI days ever. Okay. And that's just, again, per my system, and that's per my experience. I will only ever be looking for trades after 8:30. So going back to your question about Euro, I would not be in this. Okay. Look up for 4-hour imbalance, sir. That's why not sure yet short. I was in sells on NQ, but got stopped out BE. Yeah, I would not be selling NQ right now, to be honest. It could show some sort of sell, but again, it's It's risky business because this high is the draw right now. So we should run for that. Do you ever trade options? I have not touched options. Love to all my brothers and sisters. Love to you. How can I learn a simple thing to help me trade gold? Sorry, I don't understand your question. Did your strategy work for Forex? Yes. I've come from Forex and I've traded this strategy in Forex. Again, I just transitioned over into futures not too long ago. Could you please give us any swing idea on GBP, JPY? Sure, we'll take a look. We still got some time before 10 a.m. comes in, so we'll look at some other charts. That's no worries. Gold continuing off right now. Yeah, gold continuing off currently. These lows look ideal. Do you feel any pressure with the live stream, or was it easier to trade alone? Good question. I've been trading live with my own community for a bit now, and I'm not gonna lie, I feel like this goes with anything in life. If something is new, something is fresh, it's always gonna be weird. It's gonna be difficult. It's gonna be you're gonna experience new things, right? Trading is of course hard as it is. Obviously, I'm not a billionaire. It's not simple. However, you do get more and more used to it for sure. So if I ever took a loss on like in front of people, in front of eyes, I would get more upset about it because I'd be like, oh, I don't really want to be losing trades in front of people, blah 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 blah. Now I could care less. Losing is all a part of the game. So I don't want to say it's easy, because live streaming is definitely a little bit difficult, especially taking trades in front of people, but it's gotten easier. All right. TradeZella on top, man. Listen, if you guys aren't on TradeZella yet, you need to be signing up. I've been using TradeZella for a while now. The best trading tool, in my opinion. Code CF for the best discount, of course. So yeah, gold moving to the downside right now. You can see, look at this. All right, build up a liquidity to the downside. We've spiked that out, and we've respected this high. And we've gone short, so interesting. However, nothing I like too much, but I do believe this low could be ran. Cool. And again, YM is coming back to this high, but we need to see that 1 hour close. We'll go look at, someone said, what, GJ, I believe? Longs, but you cannot long right now. And just like we kind of experienced on NQ, we're now just about trading this high. We're just now trading above this high. I can't speak English. So don't take any longs right now. You're going to need to see more price build up. But this was nice. This was really nice, actually. This long. Wow, this is textbook. Look at this whole build up here. Okay? This is difficult to trade sometimes, but this is clean. Massive buildup of liquidity here. Look at this range, right? You can only imagine how many people are trying to trade right now, trying to get in this. I need to see this occur. This is the first step for me to start taking a trade. Build up, and then you get that move to the downside. Why this low? Why this low did we run? The reason, simple. Again, for myself at least. High taken out, which means anybody looking to take buys are going to be buying above this low. And look, we stab it out, and now we've had that move back to the upside. Okay, I would steer clear of GJ right now that this high has been taken. All setups are off the table, in my opinion. So be careful. Do not be taking any trades on GJ right now, in my opinion. If you got to trade, it's up to you. Marco's locked in. Come on, man. Of course, we always locked in. Riz, boss man, Riz. Gold buys look good to me. It's possible. Sir, do you not set alarms in TradingView? Time is my alarm. So like I said, guys, I'm interested in maybe YM longs. However, I want to see 10 a.m. So it's 9:44 if you look at the bottom right of my chart. Of course, I'm in New York time, by the way, if you guys haven't noticed yet. But yeah, I need 15 minutes. That's my alert, basically. Okay, yeah, we have some giveaways running right now. So there's the answer to your question for the people I asked before. So there's some giveaways running in the chat right now, which is awesome. Let's go, guys. Like the stream and share the stream with your friends. Come on. Appreciate you. Let's go. Congrats, Humble. All love. Do you believe liquidity also works in Indian markets? Damn, I have no idea. I have not. I won't talk about things I have not experienced, and I have not experienced Indian markets. So had the same markup, bro. Talked about GJ Longs on live stream yesterday too. Fuck yeah, let's go. Let's go, Mike. Yeah, this was clean. I'm not gonna lie. This is a very, very clean swing opportunity. Looking at the weekly too, look at this. So time-wise, guys, look at this bullish move, right? Last week and now this week. The bullish move didn't occur until we closed up. Okay, so we spiked out previous weekly and then ran bullish, right, up to the highs. Now we are trapping sellers because, again, view this. What do we view this move as here? From high to low, it induces sellers into the market. Okay, so if I open this up on the 4 hour, you can see people are going to be trading from these areas. Look how it reacts. Okay, not a coincidence. Okay, even this is like a higher time frame area. And if I drag it, oops, sorry, the bottom of this wick. Look, the market reacts, and it's just inducing sellers. That's all it's doing. So this is a beautiful long on the higher time frames, Mike. That's solid. On no trades on GG right now, yes sir. It's done. Now that this high is taken out, guys, it's I need to see more price action. I need to see liquidity build again. Sir, will you be wearing this Speedo at 10 a.m. like you said? Listen, Tyler. When you start your stream on Thursday, I need to see you in fast glasses and a Speedo. That's it. Do you feel it's easier to trade futures than Forex? Good question. I think for myself, yes. Reason being, I live in Canada, and my time zone kind of allows me to only trade New York, of course, right? I can't trade London really. 2 a.m. open for Frankfurt. I'm not going to be trading overnight like that. So I think for myself, futures market is definitely my best bet. It's very, very repetitive, meaning I hop on at 9 a.m.-ish before stock open, and I trade towards 10:30, 11 a.m., and I'm done. Right? I don't have to worry about what London does, what Asia does, because not moves I'm going to be in. So, yes, I like futures for myself more, but it could be different from person to person. Do you look for trades on all futures or just select few? So I'll hop over to my futures charts. These are my pairs. NQ, also known as NASDAQ, YM, and gold. These are the only pairs I trade. Which time frame do you mostly trade on, and do you usually use different time frames for analysis and execution? So that's a good question. I always start, okay, so beginning of the week, of course, you always want to take a look at what the last week did. Okay, so I'm only ever on the weekly once, and I just want to see what the previous week did. That's it. Daily, I'll hop on it at the beginning of the day. I want to look what the previous daily did, right? How we closed up, very bearish, very bullish. Did we take up previous daily highs or lows, etc.? So you can see here, right? Tuesday took out Monday, and we're having some sort of a reaction right now. So keep that in mind, right? And then obviously I go down to the 4 hour, 1 hour, which usually provides me my intraday kind of bias. And then entries, usually 15.5, very rarely 1. Very, very rarely. It all depends what price action says. So like a little simple trick here for you guys is look at this. We're on the 4 hour right now, all right? And the 4 hour is very, very squeezed up. So people are like, oh, what time frame do I do get my bias from? What time frame do I take entries from? Blah, blah, blah. It's very simple. 4 hours very squeezed up. So go down a time frame, open it up, right? I'm not gonna lie, even the 1 hour is very squeezed up here. Okay, so go down a time frame, open it up, and that's it. Whatever time frame looks the clearest is what time frame you should be using, and it's as simple as that. Don't overcomplicate anything. I don't have a specific time frame for everything. Sometimes I'll get my bias from the 15. Tyler says, fine, I'll do it nude instead. Oh God. I pray for everybody's eyes on Thursday. Good longs on YM. YM. Maybe. Maybe. I don't love anything right now, guys. And you'll notice as time goes on, I don't trade a whole lot. A few times a week at the most. Again, the only time I trade is if people are getting trapped, right? So think about it. People aren't going to be getting trapped all the time because that's just not how the market works, right? The market needs to build liquidity. Okay? Right? And I'll show you this. Right? The market needs to build. Okay, so it builds. Cool. Now I have an idea of where people can get trapped at. Now I take that long down here. right? However, this move doesn't always happen all the time. And not sometimes it happens on a daily basis, but not all the time. So if it's not happening, I'm not trading. Okay, I'll still stock the markets and stuff, but Marco, I'm in Calgary, Canada. Let's go. All love. A fellow Canadian in here. Marco, do you not like CL? I believe CL is that's oil, right? I don't trade it. Where are you in Canada? I'm in Toronto. Would love to meet someday. I'm in Toronto as well. I am in Toronto. I'm actually north of the city, but quite close. Let's go, guys. 200 likes. Target. Share the stream with your friends. Yeah, man, you guys gotta like the stream. You already know the deal here. I'm trading Forex. I'm now learning futures in Forex. I swing trade, but purely. Yeah, so that's what I kind of want to do. I want to intraday scalp futures. And then in the future, when I get back to Forex, I'll be like swinging Forex trades. Where are the gold traders at? Keep the questions coming. Is data trading more difficult? I don't know what that means, to be honest with you. Marco making trading more easy. That's it, man. We got to keep it as simple as possible out here. People like to overcomplicate everything. Thoughts on two separate entities building liquidity in opposite directions? So I don't ever correlate pairs. So I believe some people use like SMTs and stuff like that. I've never looked into it personally, so I won't speak on it. However, for myself, I just trade the chart in front of me. That's it, right? Like even if like, for example, YM is going bearish and NQ is going bullish, it doesn't affect me. I just trade the chart in front of me, and that's it. I just like to keep it as simple as possible. I don't really want to overcomplicate anything. Look at this wick we're leaving on NQ right now. Yes, sir, NQ falling. So again, just like I was talking to you guys about this sell, and we said we called this. We said PDL is in the cards. However, this is not a sell I like being in. Okay, and that's just per my system. That's fine. Marco, can you take a look at silver? Sure. Let's take a look at silver real quick. Silver looks good to these lows possibly, guys. 35, 530. Yo, Marco, I entered longs on gold. Hopefully it works out for you. Fingers crossed. Marco the G, do you trade crypto? I have only ever taken one trade on crypto and it was a win. Let's keep it that way. I'm playing. I'll get into more crypto in the future. However, I don't trade it often, no. I've only ever had one trade on ETH. I made like 80% and that's it. Marco changing everyone how he views the market. Legend, appreciate it. Sometimes the BOS and liquidity sweep that you showed also looks like a Judas swing. I think, again, I don't know all these terms. I kind of just trade what I trade. I have my own terms for things, and that's what I stick to. I believe a Judas swing is like a liquidity run, right? Great news for Euro, right? What do you think about Euro USD? I am bullish on Euro USD. Okay, higher time frames. Okay, doesn't mean it can go long right now. You're starting to get a rejection, which is nice. However, I am very bullish though. Previous weekly, and then we have these highs up here. So this is my long-term target, 1.18299. Damn, it went for the data lows after taking me BE. Per my system, let's see. Again, these are higher time frame wise, no entry. But there was a sell. Yeah, I would have needed to see price above these highs. At the least. However, though, these are not sells I like being in. After the news have played out, how long do you wait for trade? It's different. Sometimes it's 5 minutes. Sometimes it's an hour. Sometimes it's 2 hours. But I'll always wait to trade after news. Thank you, Marco. Your liquidity strategy made me rich. Oh, that's good to know. After the news have played, how long do you wait for trade? Sorry, I just read that. Honestly, Srenish, sorry bro if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. I've never traded stocks, so I'm not entirely sure. What is your your entry strategy, sir? It's based off liquidity still. Everything from higher time frame to lower time frame. Bear with me, guys. I'm sorry. There's a lot of questions, and I'm trying to answer and also monitor charts at the same time. I feel like my brain's gonna blow up sometimes. I might miss some questions here and there, so I apologize in advance. We have 5.5 minutes till the 1 hour close. YM going long still. Nothing to take though, unfortunately, right now. Marco, can you look at USD JPY? maybe. 1 second. Let me just get through these questions. Your patience is top notch, not giving into FOMO. Never, man. Never. You have to, again, if you think about my edge, my system is, it's all about patience. Wait, I have to wait for liquidity to get built, right? I have to wait for traders to get induced, and then I trade the opposite direction. What is the difference between gold and gold futures? One's the futures market and one's the CFD market, right? Nothing too difficult there. But we'll take a look at your USD JPY quickly. All right. I don't love anything right now. These highs are sus to me. Yeah, there's nothing to look at for myself on USD JPY right now. It could start shorting from here-ish, maybe. However, I don't like how these highs are intact. And then we got lows intact here. So I see liquidity everywhere right now. And when I see liquidity everywhere, I just don't really have a bias. So I would sideline myself on UJ right now. Thanks, I'm already long at Euro USD. Good to know. That's solid. If the longs do occur, in my opinion, easy targets upside. So let's just say, hypothetically speaking, I was in the long. If it does continue, boom, easy target and another easy target. So great swing opportunity on Euro. Smash the like button, please. Please and thank you. Saddam, I like that. I watched the stream to match it with my analysis rather than trading blindly, and mostly people over risk during live streams. That's smart. Use the streams as a way of accountability. Of course, if you want to take the same trades as me, that's fine. It's completely up to you. But do not over risk. Manage your risk. What the hell do you do all the free time if you manage to take only a few trades weekly? I fill up my days, brother. Don't worry. I'm run and work out quite a bit. I'm not gonna lie, so my days get filled up quite easily. But that's important though, dip, and maybe we can touch on that quick. If you guys are trading, usually from my experience, people I've spoken to as well, the more free time you have, the less progress you'll see in trading, because you'll be putting more time into the charts. Less is more. I need your full YouTube course, please. I beg you, with the name of God, where can I get your page? Dude, I have, if you just head over to my Instagram, you'll see I have, it's called InterEquity is my company, and yeah, you can see I have a lot of free value over there. And of course, if you haven't watched Chart Fanatics video yet, I don't know if we can post that, if the moderator can post that in the chat, our latest Chart Fanatics episode, go watch that. Yeah, there's a lot of shit, man. We sat down there for 2 hours, and then I did some live trading at the end. So there's a lot of value in that. Michael says, is it good to focus on one pair if you are not consistently profitable? It's good to limit your pairs. It's good to limit your watch lists, because if you have too much in the learning stage especially, you're just going to be bouncing around everywhere. Your head's going to be all over the place. In my opinion, 3 to 5 is more than enough, and that 5 is on the high side. Hey Marco, Tyler here. I noticed you haven't taken a trade today yet. You gonna talk all day, or are we here to make money? Oh, dude. Listen, man. Look at this move right now in NQ. Come back down to the lows. Damn. But Tyler, dude, I don't know what you're talking about. Listen, you haven't sent us a signal yet, so we're still waiting. Guys, liking the stream won't cost you anything. Ahmad, let's go, bro. I appreciate you. How do you determine which liquidity with the price action will go to? Experience, I guess you can say. There's no direct answer for that, right? You can see how here we have taken the highs, and now we're gonna hunt the lows. That's it. Oh man, the wifey's in the chat right now. Everyone, look at this. Hannah fam in the chat. Everyone show love to Hannah. That's the wifey. She's popping in to say hi. She's the GOAT. She actually, listen to this real quick side note. every time I run, almost every time, like 90% of my runs, she rides the bike beside me and follows me. Even if I'm running 20K, she'll ride her bike 20K. She is the real GOAT. Okay? So if anybody's the GOAT, she is. Marco, do you also look at... I haven't looked at EJ in a long time, bro. Aaron says, since you started trading and found a system that works for you, have you had to change things over the years? I've refined here and there. But I'd say for the last year, I haven't really changed anything, no. Hyder, I don't really understand that. If you want to reword it. Long fart coin. Entire net worth. Oh, Jesus Christ. No one listened to that signal. Tyler just sent us. He wants us to long fart coin. Okay, cool. Look, 10 a.m. has come in. Okay, so you can see we have left this low on 9 a.m. My eyes are at that low. If we can somehow get a move down there, we can look for some longs back up possibly. Alright, so we'll wait and see. Thank you for doing this, brother. Truly appreciate it. Much love, bro. Much love. I appreciate you. Do you use a stop order or just a limit in orders? I actually market execute for the most part. I am very rarely using any sort of limits. Gurpreet says, agreed, all wives are the goats. Always. You know the vibes. Sorry guys if I missed messages. There's so many coming through and I'm trying to track chart at the same time. Yeah, the head is going everywhere. Okay, so NQ running for these lows. So take a look at this. Highs, lows. And if you look at my indicator here, previous daily high taken, and we're running for previous daily low. All right. How much you lost during your days as a newbie trader? You know what? I'm quite lucky because I never actually dumped a lot of money into like a personal account and blew it, which I'm sure you guys have seen in previous podcasts and stuff like that. So thankfully I never did that. However, I still did lose a decent amount of money. Like, I bought some stupid education, unfortunately. I mean, I think many of us have been there. I would say anywhere between 10 and 20K, 10 and 15K, which again is on the low side compared to a lot of people. Nicole says they're looking for the long backup on NQ. Possibly. We'll wait and see. It's possible for sure. But my eyes are definitely on PDL. The wifey's mad because I didn't see her previous message. Wife is a keeper? Brother, she's a keeper. Where have you been since the year? Even a friend might not be there. I wish you could just put through AM from Nigeria, please. Benjamin, sorry, bro. I don't really understand that. Gold still looks bad. Let's take a look at gold. Gold looks ugly right now. That is for sure. And just like I was talking about, look at this, guys. So, gold traded like this for a while. I'm not in that market there. I'm not trading. So look what it's doing right now. I'm not in this. Doesn't bother me. I don't give a crap about benefit of hindsight. If this moves all the way to the downside, these are not moves I'm in. Okay, and that's just my edge, man. As a developing trader, should I spend all my time in charts after post-market? No, definitely don't do that. Spend your time in the live conditions. Set a time window for yourself. Trade that time window, of course. Then when the window's up, hop on a couple hours later and do like a market review, a daily review. Seeing if you missed trades, seeing if you made mistakes, what you did well, what you did bad. Love, brother, for this. Can you just share your view on GBP USD? I got B on G. I was holding days sell move. Sure, let's take a look at GJ or GU. So you were selling. Were you selling it? Sell move, yeah. I would not be selling this right now. And again, there could be intraday sells that occur. Okay, but we've traded below these lows. We're getting some decent moves to the upside right now. And if I want a long GU, I'd need to see price below this low first. Unless it does something like this maybe, right? Takes out the low and I can look for maybe buys back up. But however, same thing kind of happens here. We're trading above these highs, which means buys are off the cards, and these sell moves I'm not interested in taking. So careful on GU. Kind of the same thing with GJ, right? Trading above that high right now. What do you do when a candle closes against you and you're in drawdown? Do you manage your position? That's a very broad question. I'm definitely always managing my trade. But typically, for the most part, guys, I have an entry, I have a stop loss, I have a target. You just got to see your trades out. Okay, if you're managing your positions out of fear, then it is not. And YM left without us, unfortunately. So no trade on YM, unfortunately, today. And it is what it is. But yeah, if you guys are managing your trade out of pure emotion, no good. The chart should tell you when to manage your trade. The indicators you use for PDL, is that automated? Yes, it is automated. Usman Noah, what's up, brother? How we doing? When do we full port our entire account, Marco? No comment. What's the number one advice you can give to someone learning futures trading? Like just futures or just like trading in general? Just futures, if I had to say. Really focus on time and stick to the AM session, in my opinion. How will I use with my prop firm account? Sorry, I don't understand that. Just full port, bro. You're the Gucci trader. Typically, Mike, I'm only ever looking for PDLs and PDHs. Anything more than that, it's like liquidity from the left or right hand, or yeah, liquidity from the left side. Okay, so this is a good example right now on NQ. So we talked about these lows being on the cards, which is possible. However, it can also long from here, right? And respect structure. This would not, if we go long from here and move all the way back up, that's not a move I'm in. Again, and that's fine. It's just not a move I'm going to be in. Gold. Gold could show a sell. It's an ugly one. If it is to sell off, I would only hold it to this low. So I don't know. We'll see. It is 10:07, so we have about 45-50 minutes. Let's see. Let's open up this price action a bit here. Yeah, tough one on gold. If we can get a move up, there could be a possible short opportunity. Possibly. We'll have to wait and see here. This question is funny. When you were a beginner, did you slam your computer every time the price hit stop loss? Bruh, I was punching monitors. I was headbutting my wall. No, man. Stop. No, tuck all that emotion to the side. You don't want to be punching monitors because all you're doing is you're going to have to go out and buy a new one. Is it better for beginners to use a prop company? Yes, it is better. However, don't be buying challenges if you don't believe you're profitable yet. Riz says, show us now what you did. To be honest with you guys, I've actually never raged. Like, maybe the casual hold the head, cry a bit. Maybe the wifey has to come and console me, hug me. But I've never broken shit, no. I've never punched the monitor. Actually, one time I was trading and my dog was a puppy at the time. And he pulled one of my cords, pulled my monitor off, and that monitor was like 2 weeks old. Smashed, brand new monitor. But I've never broken shit, alright? We're gonna keep it like that. Speaking of gold, this live stream is gold. Fuck yeah, let's go, Mike, man. That fires me up. Appreciate it, man. What's the number one advice you can get? Oh no, sorry, I read that. I'm in buys NQ, is that okay? It's not something I take, but hey, it can play out. Let's go, 52 likes left, 200. Yo, Tangiel's always showing love. You guys gotta listen to him though. More likes. Let's go crazy on this. Any advice for a break-even trader? Patience. I feel like it can be frustrating. I mean, I've been there, so I know how it feels. So again, yeah, it can get frustrating because you feel like you're so close, but you feel like you're not progressing at the same time. My best bet would be, again, patience. Don't rush it. I feel like if you start rushing the progress more and more and more, it'll just slow you down. So 1% better every day. That's it. Wifey says LOL. She knows how it is. There's been times still, even to this day, there I have some shitty trading days. And we have to go for a walk, or I'll go to the gym, I'll go for a run. To be honest with you, that's the actual hack. If you guys have a bad trading day, if you break your rules, or you just take an L that you're a bit salty about, man, go to the gym, go for a run. Fill that body up with some dopamine. You'll feel better right afterwards. Please, can you help me? I don't know what your questions are saying. Congrats, bro. I appreciate it, man. What would a good liquidity sweep look like for you for a high probability entry? Listen, everybody likes to overcomplicate this shit, to be honest with you. Man, I just wait for... Oops, that's not a good drawing. I just wait for liquidity to get built. Okay? And if I have a bias to the downside, okay, meaning this low down here is what I want to be targeting, I want to wait for the price to trade above these highs, and then we'll sell back down. That's it. You see how not complicated that is? I don't got to wait for... I'm not going to actually talk shit, so... What would you do when you're a beginner? I would not rush the progress. Long-term vision is key, in my opinion. 1% better every day. That's it. All right, let's look back at these charts for a second. I'll tune back into the chat in a second here. NQ respecting the lows. YM bursted off, which we expected, but no entry. That's fine. Gold going back to the lows. Again, we want to see that. However, in order for us to sell this thing, we're going to need price back up to the upside. So if it doesn't give us a move up, no sell opportunity on gold. Facts, going to the gym helps so much. It really does. Teach yourself delayed gratification. That's the actual hack. Who thinks working out is a must for traders? Working out, in my opinion, brings a lot of discipline into your life. And of course, you need discipline in trading. Gold is hunting lows right now. So it's looking good for the lows. Looking really good for the lows. No entry though for myself. Okay, YM is still moving higher. Again, probably the previous weekly. Let's take a look at NQ. Yeah, just on the sideline right now, guys. In Forex. Sorry, wait. Can you tell me the strategy? What would you start from? So for my strategy is just based off liquidity. That's really it. Highs and lows. Liquidity getting built at highs and lows. And then like specific times in the day, I look for entry, of course. I'm understanding the lesson. Thanks, Chart Fanatics. Let's go. If you're from Nigeria, please coordinate, learn this together. We can form a group, little community. In Forex, do you use a session liquidity? If yes, then how do you use it? I don't use session liquidity. I do not use session liquidity. Again, I think that's just overcomplicating it a bit too much. You'll see sometimes there's a short after a London high gets taken. Or there's a long because London low gets taken. But that's, again, just because there was liquidity at that low. Not just because it was London low or because it was London high, in my opinion. I'm always going to say in my opinion because everybody views the market differently, which is completely fine. I'll always just tell you guys how I see things. Working out, improve time management. Yes, sir. If you guys aren't working out, I feel like a big change in my life came when I started running. I run a lot now. I'm training for a race currently. But yeah, running builds a lot of mental strength. So that's my actual hack. If you don't run, start running. And that's why you see me drinking this thing right now. I had a track workout this morning and I am shot right now. So I have like electrolytes and carbs in here and I'm trying to fuel back up because my energy levels are low. Inui says, what did you do to become profitable for the first time? Did you also use your liquidity strategy when you started to become profitable? I started seeing profitability when I was trading smart money. I was making money. However, it was what I would call short-term profitability. So I was like a payout here and there, and then I blow the accounts. So I wasn't finding that long-term, that longevity. So that's when I started developing my own kind of system based off just pure liquidity. And yeah, now we're here. Why didn't you sell NQ to PDL? It's not with my system. So again, we talked about at the beginning of the stream, but if NQ does sell, it's not a move I'm going to be in, and that's fine, right? Overall, I do want to see NQ at, let's go back to the 5-minute here, at this high up here. So we got 23,845, which I believe is, yeah, that's last week's high. No, I'm wrong. That's a high from a little while ago, actually. Yeah, end of July. How many liters of water do you drink? You know what, man? That's a good question. I don't track it because I know I drink more than enough. But I drink a lot. I drink a lot. Alexander says, oh, yes, sir. Running is the key. Running is the key, man. Not a lot of people run. Ask yourself why. It is not fun. It's painful. So that's why people don't do it. But it yields a lot of benefits in life, mentally and physically. I promise you. How long did it take you to fully develop your own strategy? I would say 6 months to a year of like a disgusting amount of back testing and live testing and forward testing. I wasn't trading any live funds or challenges or anything like that at the time. So it was just strictly back testing, forward testing, live testing. I was in the live markets a lot. Watching live markets a lot. All right, guys, if you guys don't know, that's TG Capital in the chat. Tyler, brother Tyler, and he says, hey, Marco, I noticed you are having a sale on your OnlyFans. I just purchased. Yo, Tyler, you're the real goat. I appreciate the love and support. But yes, that is how I make my money. I did just start an OnlyFans, so if you guys haven't subscribed to my OnlyFans, please do. Don't tell the wife. How does a margin call make you feel? God damn, man, I haven't had one of those in a long time. A margin call should not make anybody feel too good. Be right back. I'm gonna go have some fun. Tyler says, God bless you. Which time frame are you executing my trades on? So I'm on the 1 minute right now, and I talked about this before, but it really just comes down to, like, if I was on the 15 is kind of bunched up for me right now, right? It's just candle. I don't really see imbalances, nothing like that. So I just open it up, right? The 5 starts making a little more sense. Maybe I'll take an entry in the 5. If the 5 is too squeezed up, I'll go to the 1. But typically, 15.5 is where I'm taking my entries. After price sweeps liquidity, could you talk about where your entry looks like? No more. So I need to be looking for highs and lows that don't have liquidity. So in this example here, we'll just use this because it already occurred. This high that I have marked out right here, okay, on the 5 minute is 845 high. It spikes that and respects this high. Why does it respect this high here? It's because we have ran liquidity. So there is no liquidity above that high right now. So that's why at stock open, I believe it was, or just after, we had that spike above and we respected. So if the direction was per my system, that's an entry right there for me. Okay, but again, like we was talking about before, I'm not selling NQ right now. I don't want to be. Unless something very, very, very clean comes around, all right? But I'll let you guys know, of course, if I do want to take something. How much backtesting do a developing trader need in your opinion? Backtesting just kind of trains the eyes. Live testing is much more important because training the eyes to see the things you want to see over and over is important for sure, and that can come from backtesting. But being able to identify your setups in live time, in real time, is definitely much more important, and that'll come from live testing. So looking good, sir. Gold bearish. Yeah, there you go. Gold back down low. So that was nice. However, not an entry I can take, unfortunately. Unfortunately, that doesn't really matter to me, to be honest. In your opinion, what is a major psychological aspect we have to focus on in order to break even phase? Managing your emotions. You know what? Actually, my best tip would be learn how to become a good loser. Learn how to take a loss and shut your computer off and not care. Once you learn how to be a good loser, everything will start changing, guys, because you'll remove as much emotion as possible. Okay, of course, there's going to be times where some losses hurt more than others, and that's normal. But, however, learn how to become a good loser. That is very, very important. In my opinion, guys, just based off my experience right now, I believe we will leave these lows for the future on NQ. So we should see price long. Now, maybe we can find a buy. Maybe. But I need to see the 1 minute time frame develop an entry for me. I need some sort of build up of liquidity. Okay. And then we'll see if we can take an entry afterwards. So I'll keep you guys updated. Benjamin, just go take a look at the Chart Fanatics video. There is plenty in there, I promise you. Why didn't you take the buy? Why did I take which buy? Tyrese. Thanks again, Marco, and Chart Fanatics. Man, I appreciate you. Always showing love in here. Gold buy I took. Yeah, we'll see. I'm not taking nothing on gold right now. Keep learning us, Marco. Please do live sometimes. Interactive trading channel. Yeah, I'm going to plan to do some stuff with Interactive in the future. 100%. For now, we're going to be live with Chart Fanatics every Tuesday and Thursday. I'm live with my community every other day. So I trade live basically every single day. If I'm trading, at least. Of course, if I'm not trading, there's no reason for me to go live. What is the largest reward you can give yourself after making a profit? Going for a run. Going for a run. Making 5K and then going to run 5K, that hits different. Yeah, I'll get back to the chat in a second, guys. NQ going long. Let's take a look at FX real quick here. EU continuing right now. The pound pairs stay away from, in my opinion, currently. Aussie looks good to go long as well. So it looks like dollar is weak, I guess you could say, because euro and Aussie long. So dollar probably weak. But I don't really correlate it like that. Thanks a lot. Really helpful insights. I appreciate it, man. I do. Do you have a PDF file that teaches your trading entries? There's a playbook on... If you look at the stream right now, the scrolling message at the bottom, to be honest with you, there you go. Download Marco's playbook at chartfanatics.com. There you go. There's my playbook right there, and you're gonna find a lot of things in there. And of course, if you want to see my entries broken down in live time, the Chart Fanatics video. I'll keep saying that over and over. But there you go. Mr. Moderator posted in there for us. Appreciate it. Please tell me the steps first, second, third. That's a very broad question, brother. How about if you lose 5K? I've actually never... Wait. No, I've never lost 5K in a day. That wouldn't feel too well. Typically, I'm a low-risk trader, to be honest with you guys. So you'll see in my future entries, but I risk anywhere in between. I use a copy trader, so I have multiple accounts taking trades at the same time. But I'm usually risking about, on funded accounts, 0.5% to 1% on my accounts. How long have you been trading full-time? Full-time, what? We're at August 2025, right? Yeah, August. So more than 2 years, man. I heard about trading in 2020. Learned a lot of BS. Unfortunately, went through a lot of BS, unfortunately. But yeah. Abby says the GOAT. Let's go, Abby. That's my sister-in-law right there. How do you find the direction to take a trade? Again, I just use liquidity. So there's nothing too special. I'll draw something out, for example. So let's just let's just pretend this diagram I'm going to draw you guys is on the 4 hour. Okay. So we have liquidity built at this high. Why? Simple, right? This high respects this high and sells off. So there is liquidity above here. Can be a future target. All right, then price comes down and traps sellers below this low. Well, actually, sorry, I didn't draw that properly. Sorry, traps buyers, not sellers. Traps buyers. Now I want to be looking for buys. If this is the hourly 4 hour, there's my direction right there, right? I want to be looking for buys back up. How can I enter? Same thing. I need to see liquidity built. So I'm not ever participating in this long right here. This is no bueno for me, okay? I wait for that to occur, okay? And then when price comes down, this is my entry. And we buy back up. Boom, bum, done. And then we target. All right. Sorry, guys. I'm chugging water over here. I'm gonna have to go take a piss. Hi, Hannah. Yeah, maybe, I don't know. Is Hannah still in the chat? Wifey? Do you have a fixed trading session? Yes, I do. And that's very important, in my opinion. If you guys don't have a fixed trading session / window, please have one. So my window is typically 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. If I'm not in a trade, actually, to be honest with you, for the most part, anywhere in between 10:30 and 11. If I'm not in a trade, I'm done. I am done for the day. And that's important, guys, and I'll tell you why. If you guys don't have a trading window, then basically you're going to be very lenient and you're going to be looking to take trades all the time. If you have a trade window, what happens outside of it is irrelevant. It doesn't matter, right? So for myself, if a big move happens in London, I don't care, right? I'm not looking at the charts at 6 p.m., 7 p.m., 1 a.m., 2 a.m. I do not care what happens outside of my window, and that gives a lot of peace of mind. Okay, I hop on for when I need to hop on. I trade for when I need to trade. I say need to trade. I don't need to trade. I trade when I want to trade, so 9 to 11, and that's it. That's it. That's all. Why didn't you do that on gold? Do what on gold? Gold was a nice sell if we had a move back up, and then we would have sold. These lows were a nice, easy target. However, no entry for myself. I often encounter price reversals after setting stop losses. How can I avoid? It sounds like your stop loss is liquidity. I don't know, man. Buy below old lows, sell below old highs. That's the most simplest tip I can give you, maybe. Wow, great insights. Nice, sir. Appreciate that. I will consider creating a window. Yes, sir. I definitely recommend that. Create a time window for yourself. Are we vibing with the music today? I like this. What is this? Lo-fi hip-hop. W on the music or L on the music? I think it's a W on the music. I like it. It's vibey. MK says, hi Marco, which highs and lows do you consider to look for liquidity? I definitely recommend looking at the Chart Fanatics video that was posted last week. If the moderator, I don't have the link to it right now, if I can get it maybe, but if the moderator can post the previous, our Chart Fanatics episode, I definitely recommend going to watch that. You'll definitely have a good idea of how I trade liquidity. Do you trade live every day? I trade live with Chart Fanatics every Tuesday and Thursday. And then every other day, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I'm live with my community. Do you add positions? Yes, sometimes. Sometimes there's an extreme entry and sometimes there's a pullback. It all depends how the delivery of price is. Did you figure out your edge yourself? Yes, sir. I was taught smart money. Someone taught me smart money concepts. But then everything I trade today is all self-taught. And that's not to toot my own horn or anything. That's just... So guys, this is the Chart Fanatics episode right there. I spammed it in the chat a little bit. that is the episode. So if you haven't watched it, go ahead and watch it. You'll learn a lot from that. Watch it a couple times. I definitely recommend it. It's almost 2 hours long, so there's a lot of good things we spoke about in that video. Do you see your strategy working from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. my trading window? If 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. is my time zone, so Eastern Standard, that is Asia session, and I do not trade Asia, so I'm not entirely sure, bro. Which highs and lows are important? Highs and lows that have liquidity. So this high would be important for me. Well, actually, you know what? Did we mark out this one? No, this one's taken. Right? Yeah, it's taken. Is it taken as well? No, it's not. Actually. Nah. Basically, whatever high has been respected. So in this example here, you can see this wick respects this high to the left. So this high is important to me. Right? I hope you guys are starting to see a little pattern here. But this high at stock open, or sorry, before stock open, respects this high on the left. So this high is important to me, the blue line. Okay? And that's very, very simple, and that's how easy it can be. The video is solid gold. Watching that a few times now. Thank you. Appreciate that. If you guys really, really enjoy it, maybe we should tell Riz, let's do a part 2 one day. I'd be down for that. I would be down. For NQ, because price did not trade below liquidity is the reason you didn't take the long? Exactly. We're learning. However, in these situations where price does respect the low and move away, I would never take these longs. No bueno for me. However, if there is a really solid confirmation entry on the way up, sometimes I'll take, but I'll consider it a low probability trade. So I won't be sizing in too much. Do I look for a candle pattern to get in the trade after PDH? I do look for PDH and PDLs to be taken. It's definitely a confluence of mine. But I don't look for a candle pattern, no. Does Marco give any giveaways for his course? I don't do any giveaways for my course. Maybe in the future. It's a good idea. But we'll figure it out. Yes, we will tell him to do part 2. We'll see. I'll chat with Riz. Maybe we can get a little part 2 out in the future. NQ, however, yes, the lows have been respected. But just based off the nature of price right now, I do believe we should see the highs again. I'm not very, very sure on it right now. If it does happen, it's a low probability kind of move for me. And that's just fine. It is what it is. Unfortunately, YM didn't pull through. We wanted to long into these highs, but the entry didn't come through. So that's fine. Could you please go over your strategy one more time? Just joined, like how your analysis starts. I'm new and learning. Nishal, that would take a very, very long time. So I'll post this once again. That is the link to the Chart Fanatics video. That is a 2-hour long video on my strategy. Okay, 2 hours long. So if you really want to learn how I trade, that is definitely a good place to start. Gold having a reaction after taking out this low, which is good to see. I believe 4-hour low has been taken. Yes, it has. And 4-hour high is intact, so that could be a possible play. See what the lower time frames are looking like. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see on gold too. We'll kind of put this on the burner. I'm going full margin on gold. Let's go, Noah. Marco, live account is better, but have to use my own money or prop firm. If you're in the learning stages, I definitely recommend prop firms. You can buy an account for less than $100 sometimes. So it's cheap and you have access to capital. So take advantage of that. If you are trading futures, definitely recommend using Funded Next or Apex. Obviously use the CF code for the best discount possible. I think discounts, Apex is having 80% off right now, which is solid. You definitely, if you guys are trading challenges, use these discounts to your advantage, all right? My view on gold, NQ. What's your view on gold, NQ? Okay, so that's a long question because I would have to go over and break down all the charts. We did that already. Gold, I think we can see some more downside. Okay, I say that, but I'm also, again, I'm confused because, and we spoke about this before, the CFD chart is completely different. And the CFD chart actually looks really good for longs, unfortunately. But the futures chart looks terrible. So I'm just going to chill on gold right now, honestly. Maybe intraday positions here and there, but very long-term wise, I'm not sure, to be honest with you guys. Do you trade crypto? Only ever traded Ethereum once, brother. That is it. So I'm not going to speak too much on crypto. ETH, sorry. YM showing a little bit of a reaction after taking out PDH, previous daily high. NQ still going long right now. Let's see lower time frames what we're looking like. So the lower time frames are building liquidity right now. So at the least, I want to see price below this low. We'll see what happens. We need a video around taxes with trading. If you do, I've actually watched some of those already. But if you just YouTube that, you'll see there's lots of videos on them. Not lots, but there is videos on taxes with trading. Can you give me a TradeZella giveaway? I'm not sure what giveaways have been done already. TradeZella one was just done. So obviously we're doing as much giveaways as we can, guys. We can't just be giving away a million things, but obviously we're giving away as much as possible. All thanks to our sponsors, TradeZella, Apex, and Funded Next. So stay patient and keep your eyes on the chat. Hopefully you can win something. How can we tell if a higher low is important or not? Please answer. Again, I said it before. If I don't see your questions, guys, I apologize. Going from charts, like monitoring price, and also answering a lot of questions, I miss some sometimes. And a lot of the names are flying up sometimes. So, but how can we tell if a higher low is important? If it just has liquidity, right? If we're just moving like this, like nothing's important to me, right? Because we're not building liquidity anywhere. So, in this nature of price action I've just drawn, nothing's important. Yeah. All right, guys, let's see what's going on here. NQ back to the highs is looking decent. Again, however, it is a low probability trade for me. It's not wrong, just, again, low probability. Do you consider all the highs and lows on the chart? If I'm trading intraday, man, like it all depends like what's just going on in front of my face right now. So that's it. Good question. What do I pay more attention to? Technicals or fundamentals? I actually do not look at fundamentals at all unless I come across them on Twitter or if I'm looking at the news for some reason. Other than that, I don't ever really look at fundamentals. I just used my technicals, that's just my edge. So we really enjoyed this live. I appreciate that, Gali. I'll see you guys back here tomorrow. This week it's Tuesday and Wednesday because Mr. Tyler is away at a family wedding. So yeah, I got Tuesday and Wednesday this week, so today and tomorrow. And then Tyler is going to be hanging out with you guys on Wednesday. Gold not looking too pretty currently, to be honest with you guys. NQ building on the 1 minute. Guys, please give me not even 2 minutes. Give me 1 minute. I just need to use the washroom real quick. I've been chugging water because I worked out this morning. So bear with me. I just need to use the washroom quickly. I'm going to be back in literally 60 seconds. All right, guys, we back. Only problem right now is I don't. Oh, here we go. Boom. Nice. I was pressing the wrong button. Sorry. Bro, are you just copy and pasting that line? I don't know what you mean by that. Bro, how's Abid? Abid is good. That's the homie right there. Abid is my business partner, but he's actually the first guy I ever showed my trading strategy to. And Mr. Abid is probably one of the best traders I know. So shouts out to Abid. What parameters do you use when setting your stop loss in regards to your opening position? So I always have my stop loss below. Okay, so if I'm buying, it's always going to be below the low. I don't think that needs to get ran. So let's just say for example purposes, I entered here. Okay, and I don't want to see this low ran. Simple, I just have my stop covered. Right? And that's it. Simple as that. When my setup, see this is, guys, listen to this. This is important. Ibnis says, when my setup doesn't form properly and the market is moving, I lose my patience. How do I overcome it? Don't fall victim to it. So in my opinion, guys, like I said at the beginning of the stream, if you guys have a higher time frame, if you sit down at the computer and you pull up your higher time frame and you don't know where price can go, then don't go into the lower time frames, because that's just going to induce you to take trades left, right, and center. So it's a lot of people's mistake. They go on the 1 hour 4, they're like, I don't really know where price is going today. But then they still go to the 15 minute, the 5 minute, the 1 minute, and they're just blasting trades left, right, and center. Which is no bueno. That's no good. Don't do that. Mariah says, thank you, Marco. You analyzed many instruments today. I appreciate you, Mariah. Hope to see you in future streams. MK official. That's very, very true. It is very important to have a time-based setup, which means you only wait for the time. Exactly. So that goes back to what we were talking about before, guys. For myself, I have a time window to be trading. If no trades occur in my time window, I'm done. That's it. And it is what it is. On to the next day. You'll see throughout my streams, guys, I am trading a lot less than I am trading, if that makes sense. All right, I am waiting a lot. Brother Elijah is in here. That's another one of the close buddies I got over here. Elijah Thomas. Everyone show love to Elijah. Close buddy of mine. Appreciate you, brother, for tuning in. Thanks again, Marco and Chart Fanatics. Thanks, brother. Appreciate you. What are you using on your lips? Everybody laughs at me for this. Can you guys see? This is just chapstick. That's all it is. A man needs to, what's the word I'm looking for here? I have to keep my lips hydrated. Hashtag ad. Thanks, wife. Your edge shows in high liquid stocks too. Do you not trade them? I just don't trade stocks, bro. I haven't paid any attention to the stock market. I haven't included myself in it. I haven't done nothing. So I'm not too sure. I can't touch on stocks because I haven't traded them. Yo, based on your teachings on the channel. Yo, let's go, JY. Based on your teachings on this channel, I caught a short at 23,803. Which I believe was right here. Yeah. Good stuff, bro. Well done. Love to see it. Jer says, awesome stream, Marco. I appreciate you, man. If you guys haven't liked already, like, comment, share, all the goodies. Please do. It'd be much appreciated for the future streams. But we got a lot of things coming your way. So every single day we are streaming, except Friday right now. All right, but I believe Riz has got some plans on the horizon. So stay tuned for future Friday plans. But as of right now, we got Monday with Riz, the boss, Papa Riz. Tuesday, Thursday with myself. And Wednesday with Mr. Tyler. Mr. Tyler is also known as a absolute savage. This guy has milked prop firms this year. So tune into his streams on Wednesday. Except for this Wednesday, I'm taking his day this week. But for future streams, he is on for Wednesday. For this week only, he's on Thursday. And that will be starting at 9 a.m. also. Linlin says, I really like your hat. It's very cool. I really like your name. It's even cooler. Why don't you trade Forex pairs? I just stopped trading Forex this year for now. It's not to say I won't trade it in the future. But yeah, as of right now, I don't touch Forex. And that's just, I just got into futures. I'm really enjoying it. I'm doing well. Just stacking up funding with multiple firms right now. Sometimes, you know what? And this is a good topic we'll tap into real quick, guys. Sometimes it's very boring to just watch charts and have no trade. Listen, profitable trading is boring trading. And you guys have probably heard this many times, but it is very true and overlooked. Guys, profitable trading, a lot of it's waiting. Okay, waiting for your setups to come along, waiting for your system to be intact. And then you look for your trades. Okay, so remind yourself of that. Yes, trading can get boring, so maybe watching these streams will make them less boring. Or if not, then just shut the computer down if you're not trading, or if you don't see anything. Marco, are you behind inter-equity trading? Yes, sir. Myself and Abid are behind inter-equity trading. Mr. Abid Trades. Yo, did he copy my name? What the hell? I'm playing. That's brother Abid. Yo, I just watched you on Chart Fanatics and used this simple concept, taking all my indicators off, and this is my first green day in almost 2 weeks. Love to hear that, man. I really love to hear that. Let's go. Yeah, I recommend. Listen, everybody has their own edge, but for myself, I don't have any indicators. Just highs and lows in the market. That's it. Highs, lows, and time. Vuk says, "Go Jays." Actually, the Jays are doing very well this year. Baseball team. However, I don't watch sports too much anymore. Your YouTube channel name? My YouTube channel is, my personal is just my name, MarcoTrades. And then also there's inter-equity trading is where we have more content, which I believe is in the bottom of the Chart Fanatics video. Making money isn't boring. There you go. Making money isn't boring. That's correct, but the only way you're going to be making money is if you're staying patient. I can promise you, yes, not trading sometimes can get boring, but something I tell a lot of people is trading out of drawdown is much more boring. So if you're taking trades out of boredom, remind yourself that if you continue doing that, eventually you'll be taking trades out of drawdown, and I can guarantee you that's a lot more boring. All of Marco's social links can be found in the description. There you go. Perfect, guys. So if you guys need any of my social links, they are down below in the description. Chris says, sorry for being late, but how do you view the market? I'd use liquidity. And here, Chris, if I can at you. Chris Jr., there you are. There's my recent Chart Fanatics video. If you guys need any, if you want to have a good idea of how I trade, that is a 2-hour long video. Do you think highs and lows on higher time frames work better? It's all fractal. It is all fractal. So of course the higher time frame holds more weight, obviously. So you want to start from the higher and work to the lower. Brother Mateo in here. Let's go, Marco. The go to speak and take your notes. I appreciate you, brother, for tuning in. Really do. All love, Mateo, always. All right, guys. We have moved bullish throughout the day, which we did anticipate. However, nothing for us to get involved in, which is completely fine. We have NQ that could possibly show an entry. However, my time window is coming to a close. So we'll see what happens in the next 10-15 minutes. Tangel says, already watched. Love that. I love that. I definitely recommend watching it a few times, guys. You'll notice you'll pick things up differently the more you watch it. I think we're going towards PDL. JY, are you talking about NQ? Which asset are you talking about? What's the win-loss percentage you have with this strategy? My win-loss could range anywhere between 40 to 60% on different conditions. Sometimes even in the 30s. In my opinion, the most important thing is risk to reward. Just honestly, let's keep it as simple as this. Losses need to be smaller than your wins. Okay, let the numbers do the work for you. Okay, but yeah, my win rate will hover in any of that, in that range, depending on market conditions. Sometimes there's almost a trade every single day for me. Sometimes, like for example, June was very slow for myself, which is fine. It's the name of the game sometimes. NQ moving higher. So on the 5 minute, or sorry, on the 3 minute, and nothing clean though, to be honest with you guys. We've swept out these lower time frame lows, but left this one, which I have my eye on. What's your channel name? All my socials and links are in the description of the stream, so check the description. What one? Okay, so if you're in 5% drawdown, Michael, I definitely recommend cutting your risk down a little bit. Cutting your risk down, taking some trades, obviously to your system, gaining that confidence back. Okay, then you can look to slowly scale more risk onto your trades again. NQ still going long. What's gold doing? Gold's cooked right now for me. So careful on gold. Chris says thank you a lot. No worries. Chris got you, bro. What is your view on red folder news? My view is I will. Okay, it depends on what red folder. So let's use CPI as an example today. I will always take trades after the news event occurs. So in this case, after 8:30. Tomorrow, no news. Thursday, I believe we do. Yeah, PPI. So again, after 8:30. And then on it's 8:30 again on Friday. So after 8:30 all these days. I view trading before as a buildup of liquidity, and I don't want to be involved in that. I want to trade after. I really loved it when you said be a good loser. It's true. That's what actually will help you a lot. The sooner you learn how to take a loss and move on with your day, the quicker you'll progress. And that's the reality. NQ going long still. Let's see what happens. MK, I don't really want to touch on it too much. What are your thoughts on ICT concepts? Listen, everybody trades differently. I know some people that trade some wild strategies and they make a boatload of money. All right, much more money than I make right now. So I'm never going to talk down against people's strategies. I think people focus too much on the strategy. They need to be focusing more on the trader themselves. So yourself. That is basically all I'll talk about it. I think some of the concepts within ICT I believe work and are powerful. You got guys like the brother Kyle, JCap. He is smashing it, right? And he's been trading ICT for a while. So I think you need to focus on yourself more than the strategy. What are you waiting for? Why are you waiting for NQ to break that specific low versus an even lower one? I understand that once we take this low out, any buyers in here are trapped. Okay, and that's just my system right there. I will only take trades when a trap move occurs. Okay, when a liquidity run occurs, whatever you want to call it. I think your setup is forming in gold. Gold, I'm sidelined right now currently. Have you ever tried to turn a small account to a large one? I never really tried to flip one, really. It's risky business, though, if you guys are trying to do that. In the past, I would, before I started trading prop firms, I would have like a couple $1,000s in an account, and I'd make like $1,000 and I'd just withdraw it. I wouldn't be using percentages, though. It would just be dollar figures, basically. Raj says, damn right, man. I realized it was my psychology that was making me lose. Don't worry, brother. You're not the only one. That's for most people, unfortunately. Everybody looks to the charts to find like a golden key, and it's not the way. The golden key is yourself, managing your emotions. Thanks for the answer, Mark. I appreciate it, of course. No worries. Again, guys, I apologize if I didn't get to your question. It's hard to keep track sometimes, so I don't mind double asking or anything like that. I'll try to get to every single question I see. Expecting movement until PDL. Sorry, Sergio. Are you talking about NQ? 7 likes left and we're at 200. Guys, come on, man. We can get to 200. We got, I don't know how many live viewers we got right now, but I think we can definitely get to 200. Toss a like. That's all you gotta do. It's free. It's simple. Hit that thumbs up. Let's go. Run it up. Come on. Bro, give me entry method. That was not nice. No, please. Damn, what's your skincare routine, you goat? Adam's in here. What's good, Adam? Appreciate you, bro. I mean, is red folder news move predictable before happen or at 50? It depends, Ibnis, what it is setting up. So sometimes pre-news event, you have liquidity on both sides of the market. So you just want to wait, right? It all depends. Situational. But I always trade after. I agree with Mariah. We are enjoying the stream and ain't liking it? Unreal. How do you guys watch a stream and not like it? Come on, man. YM's gone long throughout this whole AM session without allowing us to get in. All good. Name of the game sometimes. But we've taken out previous daily low, previous daily high, and we're hunting previous weekly high. Toss a like to your trader. Appreciate you, Fresh. 209 likes. Let's go. W. Wait. W's. Let's go. No, I appreciate all you guys for tuning in. Honestly, these streams are only going to get better. This is our first one, so bear with me here. If I suck ass at streaming, I'll get better, I promise. I'm going to do my best, though. That's all I can say. W's, let's go. Appreciate you guys. The hour is almost over. Yes, sir. We're going to be signing off here shortly, guys. But I had a great time with you guys. I hope you guys took a little bit of value out of this. We have many more streams going forward. So if the charts are a little bit dry sometimes, I'll try and make it as entertaining as possible for you guys. We'll be looking over other pairs, breaking down stuff, going through some education, a little bit of value here and there. W's, I appreciate all of you, honestly. You're providing so much value for free. Let's go. Hey Marco, especially here. Saw a good opportunity, but outside my 10 window. Look at YM 850. It is 850. Yeah, nothing of importance to me, really, brother. All I can see is if you were shorting here, yeah, not for me. Not for me. How can we follow you? All my socials are down below in the description. I believe my Instagram is there. I don't know what else. Twitter, I think. I'm not too sure. But all my socials should be there. So if you guys haven't followed yet, to keep up with me, you can follow me there. W's in the chat, yes sir. Even if you don't take a trade, the knowledge we get here is very insightful, always. And I just want to let you guys know for future, I'm not going to take forced trades for entertainment purposes, obviously, right? I'm not going to blow funded accounts and lose money. That's not what we do over here. I'm going to be showing you guys the realistic approach to profitable trading, and that is patience, and waiting for your setups to come to you. So if that's one trade in a week, or if that's, I'm not going to say 10 trades because that's very unrealistic, but sometimes there's almost a trade every single day for me. So we take it for what it is. Last question here for me is, Marco, using a prop firm or personal? I am currently trading prop firms, so I have multiple fundeds across multiple firms, and that's all I'm doing right now. I just transitioned into futures, like I said, so eventually I'm gonna load up a personal and add it to the trade copier, but for now I'm only using prop firms. Okay, guys, listen, my time has ended with you guys, unfortunately, but good news, we're right back at it tomorrow, 9 a.m. Okay. Again, just this week, I'm on Tuesday and Wednesday. Going forward, after this week, I'll be on every Tuesday and Thursday. All right. So I hope you guys enjoyed. No trades taken today, which is completely fine. We went over some solid stuff. So I hope you guys enjoyed. And I will see you guys tomorrow at 9 a.m. same time. And we'll see if we can smash some trades out tomorrow. But we'll see. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day. That's it for me. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow, 9 a.m. sharp. Let's go.